Mr. Manley here, and today we're going to be talking about the most attractive body weight for your height. Let's get into it. As soon as you feel that I've given you something, you might not see me again, so obviously subscribe, okay? Do it, just do it. All right, we're out here in my backyard, and if you have been working out and jumping on the scale, whether you're a man or a woman, you're probably curious, what sort of weight do I have to get according to my height to look the sexiest? Now, that number is going to be, for a man, somewhere between 24 to 26 BMI approx. And so 25 being the sweet spot. And for women, it's going to be anywhere from 18 to 24 BMI. And that would be like 20 or 22 being the sweet spot. Now, I hate the body mass index, BMI, because obviously if someone's a really big bodybuilder or a power lifter and they have a lot of muscle, it's going to say that they're at a 28, 30, 32 BMI, that they're extremely overweight. And then on the other side, if it's a woman, where women have 10 times less the amount of testosterone that men do, it's going to look that they're like really, really skinny. It's going to say on the BMI when they actually are a weight that is conducive to health. And so it's a little bit wacky, but here's the thing. At a certain weight, at a certain height, so I'm 5'11", for example. At my height, if I get too muscular, the BMI will show up, once I become 27 BMI or 28, if I get too muscular, then it's actually going to make me look shorter. And I'm actually going to be too wide for my height. And just visually, it will not be appealing. And so that's really important to take into consideration because, listen, 99% of us, we all train to look good, right? We want to look good, feel good. We want to feel sexy. We want to have our hormones in balance. And so if you have small penis energy and you fucking train because you want to look good, that's just beta. And you go in, instead of working on reading or your relationship with Jesus Christ or working on how to socialize with others or just being in silence, and you just go train all the time, you're going to get too wide. You're going to look like a little muffin top, carrot top type thing. You're going to be too boxy if you train too much. Now, if you look like a cancer survivor and you're very skinny, very gaunt, if you look like a crackhead, if you look like a friggin' coke whore, right? That's not sexy either, because then you're gonna look frail, brittle, like peanut butter brittle, you know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna look too skinny. I'm not gonna say you're gonna look too tall, but it's like you're gonna look too skinny. Yeah, that's not ideal either. So what I think is attractive is when you can begin to see some of your lower abs. When you can have an outline of your abs, I think that's a really good way to measure how you look, especially your face tune. Whether or not you can sort of see your facial features. Research mewing, MEWING. You guys, anybody that knows my work knows that I love to mew. And so mewing is absolutely essential to have healthy breathing, healthy trachea, and to open up your airways. Mewing is basically when you close your teeth, put your tongue on the roof of your mouth, and you breathe through your nose. Okay, that's very, very important. So how do we get from the most attractive body weight for your height to mewing? Again, health is all tied into one. You can't just spot reduce body fat. You can't spot reduce a fucking crooked nose. You can't spot reduce smelling like cumin seeds. Okay? You can't spot reduce these things, people. Health is one. Bad breath, it comes from something. Parasite overgrowth, candida overgrowth. So it's really important to accept where you're at right now, do a bit of research, and there's no better teacher than experience itself. Because you know what? When you look at somebody and they do something good, you know that they put the time in, you know? You just got to put the time in. If you sit there and slave away at something, you got to put that time in. Now, not only do you have to put that time in, but persistence must come with experimentation. So if you keep doing the same thing and you're very, very persistent and you're not seeing results, results are a massive indicator of your success, of how you're doing, of your progress. So if you're not seeing results, you need to experiment, okay? Persistence, experimentation. With that said, I think I covered all points. And so a 24 to 26 BMI for men, 18 to 24 for women. You know, for men, it's really important to build the shoulders so that we have that V-shape look. And for women, it's very important to stay at a lower body fat, to do the stomach vacuums for 30 seconds. You hold in the stomach vacuums and then you let it go and relax for the rest of the day. You can do that while you're brushing your teeth. That's what I do. And for women, it's really important to build the buttocks, the legs, and a bit of shoulders for the women. But for women, it's very important to make sure you have a nice waist to hip ratio and the bubble ass. So make sure you're eating organic. Make sure you're getting grass-fed food in you. Make sure you're not drinking fucking tap water. Listen, people, I don't know what everybody else is talking about, but I know what I'm talking about. Because nobody else is telling you to do these things. You know, they do, but they say it in a really beta way that nobody's gonna fucking remember. So that's creepy. But listen, stop drinking tap water, start eating organic food, question everything, read what you're putting into your body, and get a feeling for things. If things don't make you feel right, you shouldn't be doing them. Questions, thoughts, observations, post them down below, subscribe, and bye for now.